Hey everybody, AmpRepairGuy.com, 203-892-4119. Also HarbachElectronics.com. Please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so we have another Ameritron Al811h in for repair. Customer dropped off 2 of these. I have another one over there too, but first come, first serve. Okay, so I'm going to go through it. First thing I saw was the winding was coming undone, so I'll secure that. Secure the one on the bottom. It's one too many turns, so I'll take care of that. Had 811s in it, and I explained to the customer I will not work on it unless you put in 572s. He put these in, and right away he had a problem with one. The other ones look okay, so he's going to try to get his money back on those. The load cap not turning. I turn the knob, so I'll fix that. Put screws in, snug them up real tight. Take the socket assembly out, ground the grid connection right to the chassis. Add the gas discharge tubes. I'm going to change these straps. They're solder whipped up in there, really rigid. Take the metal oxide varistor off the rear board, gas discharge tube. Change the SO239s, put high quality ones in from Maxine Systems. This is getting a brand new set of Penta tubes. Awesome, awesome, awesome people over there. Great people. And yeah, so if needs anything else, I will go over it all in the end. Okay, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Stay tuned. Grounded the grid connection right to the metal, one per socket. Added the gas discharge tubes, compressed the socket clips. I'm going to get back to work. See you soon. Okay, so I'm back with the completed Ameritron Al811h. Customer wants to see it working on 160, so I'm going to do a quick video. Settings. 1 kW slug, bird 43, PEP kit is on, radio is doing about 100 watts. Audio hello, hello, 800, 800, 800, 800, 800, 800, 800, audio audio hello, 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 audio hello, 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 audio hello, hello, hello. Works as it should. I'll be back with the inside. See you soon. Okay, so I'm back with the completed Ameritron Al811h. I'll show you what I did. Changed the meter protection diode, changed the 4 straps. Now they're super flexible all the way up to the board. Let's see if I can show you. See? No longer rigid. Removed 1 turn from each coil. Put a longer screw in the top of the plate choke, a longer one in the bottom of the plate choke. A lot of times the screw will back out and the choke will wobble around, you know, if it's being shipped, and it could just end up doing a lot of damage. So certainly catching a couple threads with the short screw and can damage the threads also in the ST-tight form. So that's all set. I changed the SO239s with brand new ones from Maxine Systems. These are brand new Penta tubes, 572s. Grounded each grid connection directly to the chassis. Added the gas discharge tubes below the sockets, 1 per side of the filament. Compress the socket clips, clean the socket clips. The reason why I put the gas discharge tubes down there is because when you have the one on the board, or remove the one on the board and the metal oxide varistor. So if they're not down there and you had an anode to cathode short, it'll backfeed all the way up to the board, possibly do damage to the board. If you don't have a gas discharge tube at all, you could damage the input rotary switch and other stuff, and even take out the receiver in your radio. Okay, so that's all set, and very unlikely to happen with a 572, but almost surely going to happen with a 811. So if the customer or someone bought this and put 811s in it someday, then you know, that'll help protect his receiver and his transceiver and other things. Okay, so that's all set. Clean the input rotary switch with deoxit gold, output rotary switch with deoxit gold, and zip tied the wiring over here. And I think that's about it. Oh yeah, tuned a few of the inputs, and this thing is good to go. So if you need an amp repaired, feel free to give me a call. Phone number is 203-892-4119. That's 203-892-4119. Websites are amprepairguy.com and also HarbachElectronics.com. 73. I forgot to add that I also put new screws in for the vernier drive for the C2 load air variable capacitor, so no longer just spins. So that's about it. See you later. 73.